I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. She was one of 4 people to die last weekend when a speeding Metro North commuter train jumped the tracks in the Bronx. This morning, funeral services were held at Brooks Funeral Home in Newburgh for lifelong Newburgh resident Donna Smith. Among those saying tearful goodbyes today, members of organizations that Donna Smith was actively involved in. And they were very much in evidence during today's service, including those representing the Cronomer Valley Fire Department, Ladies Auxiliary, Girl Scouts, and Habitat for Humanity. Smith's surviving relatives say she had loved her job as a paralegal, often going above and beyond for her clients. A Liberty man has been arrested on the charge of reckless assault of a child following an investigation into a shaken baby incident. 29-year-old James Pierce was taken into custody following an investigation that began when a 5-month-old child was brought into the Westchester Medical Center emergency room with injuries consistent with shaken baby syndrome. The child sustained brain injuries and was scheduled to undergo surgery today. Pierce was arraigned in Town of Liberty Court and sent to Sullivan County Jail without bail pending a future court hearing. A woman from Dingman's Ferry, PA has been charged with wire fraud for allegedly stealing checks from an Orange County area hospital, then depositing them into her personal account. According to the Orange County Sheriff's Office, 51-year-old Beverly Golombiewski worked in the hospital's billing office and had access to a variety of checks. The year-long investigation determined that more than 130 checks were stolen, totaling more than $65,000. Troubles are mounting for Skyler Eby, the 19-year-old from Port Ewen, already facing charges of making terroristic bomb threats against 2 undisclosed targets, one in Ulster County and the other in New York City. Now, Kingston City Police have charged Eby with making another similar threat against Bailey Middle School in Kingston. Eby allegedly made the threats in the same manner, by hacking into another person's social media account so the threats would appear to come from that person. The 2 earlier threats were made November 12th. Police say the threat against the school was made November 21st, prompting officials to evacuate the building. No explosive device was found. Eby now faces the additional felony charges of identity theft, making a terroristic threat, and computer trespass. He's been described as hero and icon. Words of sadness continue to pour in, mourning the passing of Nelson Mandela, the anti-apartheid activist and South Africa's first black president, whose decades-long struggle for freedom and justice inspired people worldwide through his message of reconciliation. That's one of the lessons learned by students in the International Studies classes offered at SUNY Orange, according to the college's Global Studies Department Chair, Paul Bazinski.
When we talk about it in class, it's a very compelling narrative. Here's the young Nelson Mandela, unjustly imprisoned for nearly 3 decades. At what is normally the end of someone's life, his early 70s, he's released from prison, but not a bitter and broken man, not someone who wants to continue armed resistance, but who believes that reconciliation between blacks and whites is the way to move South Africa forward, which is exactly what he does before he becomes their first black president of that now truly multiracial society. It's just it's a tremendous story, not only in the context of South Africa, but obviously it's compelling to anyone who believes deeply in these principles.
Mandela will have a state burial December 15th in his hometown. Governor Andrew Cuomo ordered flags at state buildings to fly at half-staff today in his honor. The Sullivan County NAACP has taken Monticello Mayor and Village Manager Gordon Jenkins to task for his racially charged and highly publicized tirade against the Village Police Department, calling his, quote, venom-spewed remarks to officers following his DWI arrest absolutely intolerable. But in its prepared statement, the NAACP stopped short of calling for Jenkins' resignation, saying his recent apology was a step in the right direction. Others, including the Monticello Police Benevolent Association, have called on Jenkins to resign.
I hope all of us can sit here and override this veto. I hope we can stop scapegoating Valley View and finally put an end to this shameful 3-year chapter in Orange County history.
I think the people, the taxpayers that have funded our Valley View, the residents, the families, they're people. And they have been through the hell that we have allowed them to be put through. And I would say that if anyone, again, turns in the other direction from their vote just a few short weeks ago, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Those words from two Orange County legislators urging their colleagues to override County Executive Ed Diana's veto and authorize full-year funding in 2014 for the county's Valley View nursing home. The legislature's unanimous override vote Thursday came amid reports of an improving financial picture at the 360-bed facility that Diana's wanted to put in private hands. For ardent privatization opponent Roxanne Donnery, the successful override vote represented a hard-fought victory.
I am absolutely thrilled, and I'm thrilled for the people that not only reside at Valley View, but the family members coming into this holiday season. They should not have had to deal with this as we're presently dealing with this today. So this is a wonderful day. It will give them a year of peace.
Legislators say because of a change in management at Valley View and recent financial improvements, the county's nursing home can be funded with $13 million in county taxes or even less. $13 million is the figure County Executive Diana had budgeted to last only until May 1st. A stabbing incident early this morning in the town of Blooming Grove has led to an arrest. 19-year-old Paul Vega of Blooming Grove was charged with felony assault and criminal possession of a weapon following an incident where a 24-year-old man was stabbed at the intersection of Cardinal Drive and Woodcock Mountain Road. Police say the victim was stabbed in the side. The wound required medical attention, but he is expected to recover. And Peter DeLauro is in more trouble with the law. State police say the 49-year-old Coshecton resident violated his parole by removing the GPS tracking device that had been attached to his ankle. Police got the call after they were notified by the state parole department. Investigators determined that DeLauro had cut the tracking device off his ankle. DeLauro was taken into custody after state police spotted him walking through a parking lot in the Village of Liberty. He's now in Sullivan County Jail, where he awaits another parole hearing. Colder weather is moving in, and it means we could wake up to a coating of wet snow or icy roads. Saturday will turn into a partly sunny day after an expected wintry mix of overnight precipitation, with temperatures Saturday getting up around 40 degrees. Plenty of cloud cover expected on Sunday, and it'll be colder with the highs only in the middle 30s. Stay informed by starting your day with the Times-Herald Record. Stay connected to breaking news throughout the weekend right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.